Hi guys, welcome back to my video, and this is Kat. So right now this video is the third video that I'm going to upload for today. So I'm not doing anything much, so let me try to make it up to you by making a lot of videos in one day. So yep, okay, so this video is about the Lost Island. Now I might want to speak up honestly. Okay, so I'm going to be honest with my opinions. These are my personal opinions. So, of course, every person, every player has their own point, and I have my own, so we better respect each other, right? So, this is only one woman player's opinion about the Lost Island event. Now, let me go with the game itself. So the game of the event, alright? So this is about Lost Island. So guys, this is actually a good, event. But from my experience playing the other games like Last Shelter, it is kind of similar to Eden. Eden is like a season 10 type of event in the Last Shelter, and for me it's kind of similar to this Lost Island, which is, I think for me it's like the second season, because we have the Alliance expedition, but that's kind of regular in the normal gameplay. So since my alliance is in the beta version, there are a lot of like unready players that are having a hard time right now in playing this event. So if I only have the will to turn back or to back out from this event, I think I would, because there's, honestly guys, my alliance is losing in this game, and of course I feel bad about it, as well as my alliance members. So I, being the leader of my alliance, it's really heartbreaking what is happening right now. If I can show you, we are neighboring with RDP, so shout out to you, Cole. Cole is the R5 of RDP. It's Scorpion Ants of server 21. They are friendly, okay? They are friendly folks, so thank goodness. And now, here is my another neighbor in this event, which is the Bio or Bring It On. Their server 42, it's Soda Machine. So the machine is the R5 of this alliance, and he is actually kind and good. But of course this is a game, and I would understand why he would like to expand. But what I don't understand is that he wants to get our our buildings, and clearly I know to myself that they are stronger than us. So they have a lot of like maybe spenders, we call it like that. So they have spender players, and in my alliance we are mostly free to play. So guys, they are clearly stronger than us, so we can't do anything, and we just let them take it. And I don't want my guys to risk everything that they have, since this is still the first time, and it's still early, to give it all. So let them take what they want to take. I don't really give a fuck anymore. Excuse my word. So this is my state. It's starfish. So I choose starfish thinking it would be the best. So yeah, we fucked up. Alright, so again, this is my first opinion. If I would go back, if there's like a like, what's that again? An option to withdraw, I would withdraw from this event. And I would be like, I would tell my allies to do this and do that as preparations. Yeah, so, alright. That's one opinion. Okay, these are just my opinion, guys. Don't really, mind me with my down feeling right now. Okay. So another honest opinion that I may say for this event is that, alright, so you need to have a lot of resources. So yep, you may need especially sand. Sand is the most important resource in this event, because when you are healing, especially those unenhanced, you are going to use your resources. And we all know that sand is the most, not really the most, maybe the second, because I think honeydew is the one that you can obtain in the least amount. So sand is the second. But yeah, from the main resources that we always use, sand is the most used, like in everything, in evolution, in healing, in producing or hatching troops, during building day, in enhancement building. So you gotta use it in all types of things and sorts. So yeah, and I was saying this a lot with some players I've talked to. Once we entered the event, I would maybe recommend to the developers that if they can, it would be a really big help if they can expand and make at least like maybe just 500 million, or if it's better if it's like 1 billion depot capacity of the sand. It would be a really big help, because once you get in, it's hard to obtain sand, since you can only like occupy and gather to level 4, level 3, level 5, 6 sand resources nodes. And there's still a chance that the enemy alliance may take it away from you. So yeah, you really need to be ready with your resources, because you may be using a lot. Okay, so it's one of the most important thing. You need to be ready, have a lot of resources before entering it. Okay, now another point that I would like to point out is that alliance should be really active, and this is one struggle point that clearly my alliance is struggling. So if you can see, the number of my alliance is only 90, and the max is 100 players in one alliance, so we are only 90. And if you can check this out, 30, these are inactive members. See, they have been, since when did they lost lag in? So I only put some farms, at least 6 farms that I put in here in order for them to be helpful for building the towers. So they are not really helpful for like the fight, because I can only manage using 3 devices when fighting, like two of my phones and one in PC. So yeah, it alliance active is really, a big thing, like in everything, right? Not only in this event, but for all the gameplay inside the ants underground kingdom. So yeah, before they introduced Lost Island, we had a surprise migration event. And I saw that some alliances had taken advantage of that. And, it was actually a good thing because alliances can still recruit from other states to gain more active players. But as a leader, you want every member to be active, right? But I'm kind of stuck between, the time zone, because it's not a pure Filipino alliance. We have a lot of foreign allies like Russian, Indonesian, India, and some from Europe and some from US. So the time zone really is, it's actually not, it's manageable, but it's still a difference. It can sometimes be a conflict for everyone to be online. But if you're going to set time, like for example, okay, so attention, we are going to attack the residence level 7 at 13 UTC. So that would be good. But not everyone would be available because some players, we also have our own personal life. So some are working, some are studying, some are busy with some personal stuffs and family and relatives and so on. So we can't really argue with that. So that's one point. So as a leader, you need to be good with everyone. You need to have a good communication and good relation to your allies, so that you can actually make them follow your plans. And speaking of plans, you should not plan by yourself. You should also ask for your allies' opinions, because you're not the only one who's fighting. They are also fighting, right? So you need to be like one together in order for you to be successful in obtaining an achievement. Okay? And what else? All right. So before you go in this event, you need to hatch and train a lot of troops, especially those unenhanced, So I am a shooter main. I also have Guardian T9, so I only focus on shooter right now because I saw the advantage of shooter ants in this game. But of course they have their own advantages, right? So shooter is the most offensive. Carrier is also offensive and defensive at the same time. It balances. And Guardian is mostly defensive. So they are all important. But for me, the leading role is shooter. Okay? So, yeah. Before entering, you need to hatch a lot, because you'll be fighting a lot. Not really like a fight like 1v1 PvP, not like that. It's like you're going to mostly like use all your units and troop power in order for you to obtain something, such as like this. I obtain my piles by attacking them. So if you can, I will show you a demonstration. I will go and find a resource node level 5, and I swear to you, it has. Okay, let me go here and try to find a resource level 5. Alright, gotcha. Now I will always use my pro because, yeah, I'm using. Okay, I will use unenhance. Right? But if you are running out of sand, you can use your enhance, but you need to sacrifice your honeydew for healing. So let's try. Okay, so if you can see, there is a difficulty level or percentage in this resource node. So let's check the battle report. Alright, you see, I failed it, OMG. But I normally not failed it. But that is because I used a normal or the basic and troops. But if I'm going to use the seasonal ants, okay, I only have a few right now. I'm going to use this. I have a higher chance that I can obtain the level resource 5. Let's check. Okay, so that means the green flag means you successfully occupied the resource node. Alright, so if we are going to check, it's successful. But you see, I still have defeats in injured ants. That means when you take away, there is like a possibility that some of your ants needs healing. Okay, so you need to hatch a lot of troops, especially if you're like maybe at the end. I think during that time it will be really like zero, like you are only going to depend on your stocks inside your heal, like your resource stocks, your diamonds, and your troops. Alright, so you need to save a lot of ant troops, like at least maybe 15 million or more. Yeah, but I only have 4, if I'm not mistaken. I only have 4. I am doing SVS, and I try to top and produce a lot of ants because I will need it, and I'm saving them as much as I could. I don't want to participate to some useless war against bio. So yeah, and when you are also attacking some insects, see, there are difficulty percentage, and there will be surely they will put some ants in your healing pool, so you'll need to produce more, so that if they die, and you don't have enough resources to heal, then it's okay because you have a lot in you. Alright, and also another thing is that when you are rallying a gecko, the gecko, it's like a level 35 lizard. Let me show you this one. It is actually kind of hard because it's a higher level, so always use your most powerful unit, like your pro or your March one. Okay, so yeah, everything here is hard for me because it's still new. And now you can see this is my queen, and there's like a yellowish gold aura. That means it's in an enhancement mode. I am enhancing it, And the more enhanced, the more buffs you can get. So of course these buildings are only limited. We have Queen, we have the Guardianess, Shooter, Carrier, and Alliance Center, Evolution Fungi, Entrance, Special Habitat, Mutation Flora, Insect Habitat, Pro, Rally, Center 1, Center 2, and 3. So I would recommend, guys, that you try to focus on your rally centers, because you do a lot of attackings here. So the powerful your units, the better the outcome. So yeah. Okay, so yeah, you see, I only attacked the resource nodes, and I already had this, and I'm lacking out of sand. I only have 49 million, but I'm still going to use it because I don't have a choice. So I'm going to heal it as long as I have. And also, this is the way that you can heal your seasonal ants. Yep, you can also speed them up if you can't wait. Right? So, what else? Okay, so another thing that I would like for you to know is that you should also ready yourself, because you may encounter here some people from other states, and you are not mostly familiar with them, right? So you can have the chance to talk with them in the season chat. You can also give them a message, or you can ask them to message you on Discord, so that you can negotiate on some things. So for me, I think negotiating is a good idea, but if the negotiation doesn't go to the right path where both of you can benefit, then I have no choice but to fight, since that is what's happening in my alliance right now. Yep. We are going to resist, since they want it, then we will give it. And I know the goal of Soda, it's actually to match up with S43. So yeah, for me, I think it's kind of stupid, because you will be wasting your allies resource and stocks in some battles with weaker alliances that you think you can take, but of course it will still bounce back to you. And seeing your target opponent is not fighting anything, and they seem very chill, then it's your loss too. And I already accepted that I'm not going to win this event, but at least we tried, and we know what to do next time. So it's alright. For me, I don't have any choice anyways, right? So I'm just sharing all of this to you so that you can ready yourself. So let me give you a short recap of what I want you to be ready with when entering this. So it's 23 minutes 24. So again, you need to ready your resources, especially sand. You need to ready your diamonds and ready your troops. You need to ready yourself and invite a lot of actively playing players inside your alliance. And also you should be really consistent in playing every day. You really need to have a good plan. Okay? And yeah, if you don't understand anything, feel free to ask to your teammates, because talking and obeying your leader's decision can actually put you in a good position. You don't need to push, like, no, we have this pride that if they attack, we attack. No, sometimes we need to retreat and let them take it, since it's still early. You guys, it's still like 33. It's still 33 days since this event will end. So it's gonna be a long day. So yeah, it's not the end. The tables can always turn, right? Okay, so that's just some opinions that I have in Race of Champions, and some tips that I want you to obtain in order for you to get ready from this event. Okay, so ciao, bye bye.